The makers of Chase and Sanborn coffee, the superb blend you know is fresh, present Nelson Eddy and Sally Eilers, Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy, Dorothy Lamour, Robert Armbruster, and Rudy Valley.
Hi-ho, everybody. This is Rudy Valley holding the fort for your vacationing host, Don Amici, and greeting you from Hollywood on behalf of all your good friends on the Chase and Sanborn Hour.
My show is your show is my show. Oh, hi-ho, it's our show.
Yes, Charlie, this is Reunion in Hollywood, and it's a very real pleasure to be here with Nelson Eddy, who seems to have no competition as America's favorite baritone.
Ask him about competition he gets after he hears me singing. My show is your show.
Yes, I know, Charlie. That must worry Mr. Eddy. And greetings, too, from Dorothy Lamour.
Have you heard that Dottie and I are in the throes?
Yes, Charlie, such news has traveled to New York. I'm also happy to greet you for my colleague, Robert Armbruster. And, of course, I am more than glad to be back with my good friend, Edgar Bergen, and his irrepressible and irresistible young charge, Charlie McCarthy.
Yeah, and speaking for Edgar Bergen, we greet you, Mr. Valley.
Thank you, Charles. I didn't know that you were now doing the speaking for Edgar Bergen, but thank you, Charles. With us, too, as our special guest is the charming and talented cinema actress, Miss Sally Eilers. We all hope that you will enjoy our show.
My show is your show.
And that throughout the week you will enjoy Chase and Sanborn coffee. Wise men will tell you that the ability to do many things well is a very rare gift. Yet Nelson Eddy can step from pictures to concert to radio without skipping a beat or missing a note. And we might add to the great satisfaction of everyone, he sings for us the famous serenade from Victor Herbert's Fortune Teller. Nelson Eddy singing Slumber On, My Little Gypsy Sweetheart.
The birds of the forest are calling for thee, and the shades and the glades are lonely. Summer is there with her blossoms fair, and you are absent only. No bird that nests in the greenwood tree but sighs to greet you and kiss you. All the violets yearn for your safe return, but most of all, I
Only one composer has been able to blend the soaring emotion of the Negro spiritual with the acid bite of modern music. From his works, Nelson Eddy selects his next number. Nelson Eddy singing Jacques Wolf's modern spiritual, Going to Heaven.
Going to heaven, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna leave this world of woe, pack and travel to the kingdom of my Lord. Howdy 7, come 11, I'm going there, I'm gonna climb the golden stair, leave the devil and his rabble for to claim my soul's reward. Dad'll wash me white as snow in Jerusalem land. Dad'll the honey rivers flow in Jerusalem land. I go, you go, all of us go to the Lord baptizing. I know, wash me white as driven snow in Jerusalem land. No, not all of you, only the sheep want to come home to Jordan. Hail for the goats and hell and deep. Devil's gang don't never sleep. What I sowed, I the going to reap. Going to come home to Jordan. Going to come home to Jordan. Dad'll get me raiment new in Jerusalem land. Turkey red and calico blue in Jerusalem land. Feed on possum and taters too. Drink those draughts of heavenly dew. Lots for me and some for you in Jerusalem land. Going to heaven, I'm flying high, right to the top seat in the sky, rising through you, to receive my soul's reward. Howdy 7, come 11, come along, come and join the seraph song. They'll how to do ya, hallelujah, in the kingdom of my
I can't help but feel a very warm glow of pride and satisfaction in the success that has come to Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy. As most of you know, we had the privilege of introducing them in the air not quite a year ago, and in that short space of time, ventriloquist Bergen and the young scamp into whom Edgar has breathed the breath of life has become the talk of the country. Since our parting, Charlie has often been out of hand, but never out of mind. And I'm delighted to be around again to watch his antics at close range. Edgar, what is Charlie up to this time?
That's just what I'm trying to find out. Charlie.
Uh-huh.
You look rather worried this evening.
Yes. You think I'm worried tonight?
Yes.
You should see me at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
What then?
Then I'll be worried.
I see. What happens tomorrow at 10?
Well, I got to recite a poem in class.
Oh, that's it.
Yes, I got to recitate. Yes.
Well, why do you worry then?
Hmm?
I say, what are you worrying about?
Well, it takes a certain amount of homework, see?
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Yes. You don't mean to tell me that you're unprepared.
I didn't mean to tell you, no.
No, I see.
But that's it.
Mm-hmm. Then you don't know the poem.
What?
I say you don't know the poem?
Not entirely, no.
I see.
I'm awfully sorry.
Yes, I know.
Hate myself for not knowing.
Yes. Well, do you know the first stanza?
Not completely, no.
Well, can you quote the first line?
Not word for word, no.
Embarrassing. Why, you don't know the poem at all.
Well, that's the feeling I get.
Well, have you any idea what the poem is about?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Oh, that's fine.
Yes, it's about a man named Smith.
Oh, I see.
Smith, that's the man.
Yes. And then what, Smith?
Yes.
Well, I don't remember any poem by that name.
No?
No.
Well, I can't either, you know.
Let's see, Smith. John Smith?
No, it's not that.
Frank Smith?
No, but you're getting warm.
Is that so? Well, who is it?
Blacksmith.
Oh, blacksmith, yeah. Do you mean the village blacksmith?
That's the guy. That's the guy who's giving me all the trouble.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Why, Charlie, everybody knows the village blacksmith.
Yeah?
Yes.
Would you like to put a little money on that?
No. Charlie, you mean to say you don't know anything about the village blacksmith?
Well, I know plenty, but I'm not the one to talk.
I see. You're the one who's doing all the talking. All right. Well, now, you better learn the village blacksmith before tomorrow morning.
Yes?
Yes. Why don't you go right after it?
Yes.
Why don't you study? Why don't you show some fight?
Stout fella, huh?
Yes.
That's what I'll do. I'll show him. I'll make the rafters rattle.
Yes.
Here I go. What's the first line?
First the title and the author.
First the title and the author. No, the title. Oh, yeah, there's it. The Village Blacksmith.
By
golly.
No. By
10 o'clock tomorrow. Or out I go.
The village blacksmith by baby, bye. Don't you even know who wrote the poem, Charlie?
Well, yes, of course.
Well, who wrote the poem?
I did.
Oh, no.
That's right.
No, Charlie.
Yes, I did.
You wrote the village blacksmith.
That's right, yeah. You don't believe that?
No.
So help me, I did.
No. So you wrote the village blacksmith?
Yes.
Well, I'm certainly glad to know you, Mr. Longfellow.
Yes.
I thought you died long ago.
Well, I had a touch of sciatica. What? You don't believe me, huh?
No.
Well, darn it, I tried.
Yeah, never mind. Let's hear the poem.
All right, you asked for it.
Yes.
Under the spreading chestnut tree, tree, 1, 2, 3,
The village?
What village?
I'm just trying to help you, Charlie. Under the spreading chestnut tree, the village smithy stands.
Oh, yes. See, why don't you go to school tomorrow for me?
No.
The village smithy stands,
Now go on from there.
yes, stands, he stands a while, and then he stands some more. He just stands out.
Well, go on.
Yeah, but where?
Yes. Well, the sentence is incomplete.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you just can't leave a sentence hanging in the air.
You can, huh?
No.
Let's hang the blacksmith.
No.
He stands?
Yes, he stands, and then what?
And then he stands and, what do you want me to do? Knock him down?
No. Now, Charlie, you can't just leave the man standing there. He has to do something. What's he doing?
Snitching chestnuts.
No. Why does he stand there? Come on.
Waiting for the rain to stop.
No. The poem doesn't say anything about rain.
Well, neither does the weather report sometime, but it does.
Well, you can't leave the blacksmith just standing there under the tree.
No?
No.
Well, I'll fix it.
All right.
Under the spreading chestnut tree, the smithy stands no more.
That gets rid of him. Well, where did he go?
He was arrested for loitering.
No. All right.
The smith, the mighty... Is that it?
Yes. The smith, a mighty man is he with large and sinewy hands.
I know. And the muscles in his puny arms snap back like rubber bands.
No. Iron bands, Charlie. Iron bands.
All right. Brass bands. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right. Let's try the next verse.
Yeah. You take the verse, I'll come in on the end little chorus.
All right. His hair is crisp and black and long.
Sounds like a piece of bacon. His brow is in liquidation with honest perspiration. Now, isn't that poetic?
That's fine. Perhaps we should take another verse. Do you know the one about the children coming home from school?
Yeah. Do you know the one about the two traveling salesmen?
Charlie, your teacher wouldn't care for that.
You're wrong. I told her and she did.
Oh, she did. Now listen, Charlie. And the children coming home from school look in at the open door and say,
holy mackerel, look at the sparks fly.
No.
Well, I'm close, I'll bet.
Yes, Charlie. Charlie, there is nothing so pathetic as stupidity. I know, Bergen. I'll stick up for you. Yes, sir. I'll pull you out of this hole. I'll elocute. Yes, that ought to be good. Yeah, but will it? All right, let's hear it. You asked for it. Yes, I know. Under the spreading smithy tree, a village chestnut stands jolly. Don't bother me. The smith a mighty nutty with broad and narrow hands. He looks the whole world in the face because he's been darn near every place. While waiting for the horses to shoe, he runs a filling station, too. Though kids keep hanging round his door, quotes the blacksmith nevermore. One if by land and two if by sea. You say February, which has 28. Top that, Bergen. All right.
To add to my pleasure in being here tonight, I find another good friend and protege among those present, lovely Dorothy Lamour. Not so very long ago, I introduced Dorothy in some of the smart places in New York. But the wiseacres were not as smart as their establishments, much to their sorrow, for they let Dorothy slip away to Hollywood and overnight success. Now from Paramount's new picture, This Way Please, Dorothy sings Is It Love or Infatuation?
Is it love or infatuation? Can this be paradise inside? Is the thrill of a new temptation all that I really feel tonight? Will I climb to my destination just to fall from a dizzy height? In my heart there's a plea for the key to this mystery. Can it be infatuation or love? Will I climb to my destination just to fall from a dizzy height? In my heart there's a plea for the key to this mystery. Can it be infatuation or
Very few people would knowingly serve something harmful at their table. You'd never give your family anything that could set their nerves jangling, upset the stomach, or cause headaches. So be sure to avoid stale coffee, or it may have exactly these consequences. Fresh coffee can't produce these ill effects. What's more, it never has the rancid, unpleasant taste you get from stale coffee. And nowadays, it's easy to avoid stale coffee. Just get Chase and Sanborn dated coffee, the blend that's guaranteed fresh by our unique dating and delivery system. Dated coffee is freshly roasted every day in our many great roasting ovens, located from coast to coast. And from the roasting oven nearest you, it's rushed fresh to your grocer. The delivery date is clearly marked on every bag, your guarantee of freshness. So Chase and Sanborn dated coffee can't be sold stale and rancid tasting. And because dated coffee is always fresh, there's no need for fancy high-priced containers. Instead, it's packed in an economical dated bag. And the saving is used to give you richer, higher quality coffee at a very low price. Enjoy this superb blend of the world's choice coffees. Tomorrow, ask your grocer for a pound of delicious Chase and Sanborn dated coffee. The superb blend you know is fresh.
It was only a few years ago that Sally Eilers made her first great success in Bad Girl. From then on, Sally has stepped from one fine role to another, her latest in Danger Patrol, which you'll be seeing soon. For us, Miss Eilers plays the part of Lily Dascom, a successful young Broadway actress, while Nelson Eddy doffs his singing cloak long enough to take over the part of Tommy Beale in an original sketch by Addison Simmons titled In the Dark.
In the Dark, with Sally Eilers as Lily Dascom and Nelson Eddy as Tommy Beale. The scene is Lily's apartment. The time, early evening. As the telephone rings, Fifi, Lily's maid, hurries into the bedroom to answer it.
Hello? Hello? Oh, good evening, Miss Gardner. Oui, Mademoiselle Dascom is here, but she is in the shower. A message about the rehearsal? Oui. Oh, the lights, they have gone out all over the apartment. Fifi! Coming, Mademoiselle. Yes, Miss Gardner, Miss Dascom will call you. Goodbye.
Fifi, come here at once.
Coming, Mademoiselle.
Fifi, I can't see a thing. Who turned the lights out?
I do not know. All of a sudden it is dark all over the apartment.
Darn it. I no sooner get into my shower and the lights go out.
What shall I do, Mademoiselle?
Oh, find the janitor. Have him fix them. A fuse must have blown out.
Oui, Mademoiselle.
And close the door. There's a draft.
Oui, I go.
And hurry. I want the rest of my shower, and I'm not going to take it in the dark.
Oui, Mademoiselle.
And Fifi, when Mr. Harkness comes, he'll have to wait for me. Oh, dear, dear, dear. So soon, Fifi? Fifi, answer me. Did you see the janitor? Fifi, are you there?
Nope. Fifi is not here.
It's a man.
I hope I don't sound like a soprano.
You get out. Get out of here. Do you know where you are?
Nope, and I don't even care.
Oh, this is my bath, and I'm in the shower.
I can't help that, lady.
You get out. You hear? Oh, the lights will come on any minute.
Not for a while, they won't. I did a good job of blowing that fuse.
You blew the fuse.
It's easier to hide in the dark.
Hide?
Yes, you see, the police are looking for me.
The police? Well, they can't come in here.
That's why this is a very good place to stay.
Oh, please. Please go, will you?
Nope,
Oh, but the lights will come on, and my maid's gone out.
and left the outside door open, so I walked in. I'll tell you what I'll do.
Tell me you'll go, please.
Nope, but I'll turn off the lights so they can't come on. Where's the switch?
Right by the door. Hurry.
Okay,
Now, please go. Go before Fifi comes back, please.
I can't do it, lady. When I said the police were after me, I meant it.
Oh, dear. This is terribly embarrassing. You're no gentleman or you get out of here.
You expect me to be a gentleman with the police at my heels?
Oh, help!
Hey, quit that. Do you want me to turn on the lights?
Oh, no, please.
Then will you shut up?
Oh, all right.
That's better. Now, look, if Fifi comes back, you tell her to go peddle her papers. Get me?
I get you.
And if anybody else comes, police or anybody else, there's no one in here with you.
How long are you going to stay?
Until it's safe for me to leave?
How long will that be?
That all depends.
Oh, I hate you.
My friend, we used to have an old saying. The girls at Bannock may hate you today, but they'll date you tomorrow.
What did you say?
I said...
Did you say Bannock?
I did.
Bannock College?
Yeah, what about it?
Did you go there?
Yes, why?
When? What year? Who are you?
Wait a minute, we're one at a time. Who are you first?
I am Lily Dascom.
Lily Dascom? Lily!
For heaven's sake. Not so loud.
Well, how are you, Lil?
Hey, are you... You aren't...
Yeah, Tommy Beale.
Tommy Beale.
What a small world. Fancy meeting you here.
Mademoiselle! Oh, Mademoiselle!
Oh, now you've done it.
Mademoiselle! Mademoiselle, did I hear a man? Is someone there?
Think fast, Lily.
There's no one here, Fifi. It's just the radio.
Good girl, Lil.
Now go away.
Oui. Hey, Mademoiselle, a fuse is fixed.
Thank you, Fifi.
Also, the police are calling for someone in the building. A man.
Well, they wouldn't expect to find him in here. Will you go away?
Oui, Mademoiselle.
That was a close call. You really haven't got a radio in here.
Certainly. Right there in the corner. And a good thing or Fifi'd have the police in here right now.
Boy, radio's certainly a great thing.
Yes. So are you, Tommy Beale. I shouldn't even talk to you.
Why? Because I'm a fugitive from the law?
No. Because you had a date with me 5 years ago, Tommy.
Oh, that.
And you didn't keep it.
Listen, Lily.
And you never called me up. You never explained. The next day you just graduated and left town.
Lily, please listen to me.
No. I don't want to talk to him anymore. And I'm going to have my shower whether you like it or not.
Hey, turn that darn thing off. How can you hear me?
I can't. That's the idea.
You're just as stubborn as you ever were.
I'm not stubborn.
Then listen to me.
All right. Well, what?
Lily, if I'd seen you again, if I'd kept that date, you'd have married me.
That was the idea. At least I thought it was.
It was a swell idea, too. But it wouldn't have worked.
Why not?
your stage career would have gone...
That was up to me, wasn't it?
It was partly up to me. You might have given it up, but you'd have had a suppressed desire all your life to be on the stage.
I was willing to marry you.
I didn't want a martyr for a wife. I was going to be a mining engineer, and you'd have been miles away from any stage. I couldn't have you eating your heart out, regretting...
So you ran away from me. And now you turn out to be a criminal. Oh, I hate you.
The girl that Bannock may hate you today.
Mademoiselle, Monsieur Harkness is here.
Tell him to wait.
Oui, mademoiselle.
And, who is Mr. Harkness?
None of your business. Now you'll have to get out of here. I've got to have my shower.
Who is Mr. Harkness?
Harold Harkness is the man I'm engaged to.
Oh, Harold Harkness is the man you're engaged to, is he?
Yes, he is.
I let you go so that you can have a stage career and you find another man to get engaged to.
5 years later, yes.
5 years later, no. Do you think I ever stopped loving you? Do you think I'm going to give you up to another man? I'm going out there and throw your Mr. Harkness right out on his ear. Where's that door?
Tommy, not so loud.
Where's that door?
Tommy, not so loud, please. Now you've done it.
Is that still the radio, mademoiselle?
Yes, Phoebe. Way.
Lily, this is Harold.
I'll break his royal neck.
Lily, I asked Phoebe to speak to you. I thought I heard a man's voice.
Why, the rat.
You thought you heard what?
Well, I was in the living room.
I told Fifi it was the radio.
Yes, dear, but I had the radio on out there, and I couldn't find the same program.
This is a shortwave radio.
Darling, you're a
Do
genius.
hurry, Lily. We're late already. If you don't get...
Oh, then go away.
Yes, Lily.
Yes, Lily.
Oh, be quiet.
That's irony for you. I gave you up to the stage, and now you're about to give yourself up to yes, Lily.
Well, it's none of your business. I'll bet you haven't thought of me in 5 years.
How much do you want to bet?
Have you seen all my plays?
I haven't seen you in one of them.
So?
I couldn't bear to go and see you. I couldn't bear to go and hear your voice. I stayed away intentionally.
You didn't recognize my voice when you came in here tonight.
Well, you didn't recognize mine either.
Oh, but 5 years is a long time, Tommy.
It's just as long on my side as it is on yours.
But my voice is famous.
So are tomatoes, but I don't eat them.
Well, you should. They're good for you.
So spinach. So what?
Well, so what?
Go ahead and take your shower. What's the use of talking to you?
Tommy,
What?
did you become a criminal because you couldn't marry me?
Well, there wasn't much incentive to do anything else.
I'm sorry, Tommy.
Well, I'm not.
What kind of a criminal are you?
Oh, all kinds.
Are you in the newspapers? I mean, are you famous?
Don't you read?
Only the dramatic page.
You always were one-sided.
You wanted to marry me, though, one-sided or not, didn't you? Now what is it?
Sorry, miss. We're looking for a man.
Officer, this is an outrage. You could come away from that door at once.
Mister, the commissioner said to bring in a man. We're trying to bring him in.
What's his name, officer?
Thomas Beale.
And may I ask you what you think he might be in here?
Lady, we can't overlook any possibility.
Harold, make him go away. Throw him out. Call the police.
Oh, you're all mixed up. I am the police. Good night.
Good night to you, sir.
Good old Harold. A gentleman of the old school.
At least a gentleman.
Lily, if you marry that man, I'll kill you.
I'm not afraid of you.
Oh, you aren't?
No.
Are you going to marry that man?
I am.
Very well. I say you aren't.
Tommy,
I
not so
say...
loud. Tommy, don't talk
I'll
so loud.
talk as loud as I want. Hello, hello, hello!
Tommy, stop.
I won't stop. La 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 la.
Play the radio as loud as I like. I'll sing Oh, Tommy, stop it.
Are you going to marry Harkness?
Yes.
Oh, sole mio.
Tommy, shut up.
Oh, sole mio.
Tommy, please.
Oh,
Tommy,
sole
will you listen to reason?
mio. Are you going to marry Harkness?
Well,
Oh, sole mio.
maybe I'm not.
That's better.
Maybe I'm not.
I've given you 5 years to get the stage out of your system, darling. How are you doing?
Well, I'm a success. I'm
You
famous.
still want it more than anything?
I don't know.
Good. I'll carry on from there. Now, since you're not going to marry Harkness, will you marry me?
Oh, but you have to go to jail, Tommy.
Oh, no, I don't.
Huh? But the policeman said you did.
Wrong. The policeman said the commissioner wants me brought in.
Well?
Well, you see, the commissioner happens to be my uncle.
What?
Every Friday night, he tries to get me to play chess with him. I loathe chess, so I disappear. So he sends a detail after me, so I try to dodge them.
Tommy, you idiot. Do you mean to tell me you break into strange apartments simply
Well, it's a lot more fun than chess. If they find me within 2 hours, I have to give the old boy a handicap.
It's a fine way to spend the taxpayers' money. Oh, Tommy, you let me think you were a criminal.
Morrow, never jump to conclusions. Now will you marry me?
I can't.
Oh, you can't, huh? Oh, sole mio.
Tommy, please.
How about it?
Well, all right.
You mean it?
Oh, Tommy, I thought you'd never come back. You know, There's only one part I really want to play. Mrs. Tommy Beale.
You mean it?
Yes. But now, will you please go?
Go? How can I go?
Out the window, down the fire escape.
Down the... there was a fire escape there all the time? There was another way out, and you let me stay here?
Yes, Tommy.
Lily, you're... Stick your head out of those shower curtains. I'm going to kiss you.
Oh, no, you're not. Not now. But if you'll get out of here, I'll give you a rain check on that kiss to be collected with interest in 1 hour.
You'll get rid of Harkness?
Yes, Tommy.
Permanently?
Yes, Tommy.
Swell. I'll be back in an hour. By the front way.
In an hour, one little hour, I'll be back and then I'll never go away
Tommy.
again. In an hour.
Tommy, will you get out of here?
Again.
Tommy!
Oh, my love.
Tommy!
Thank you, Sally Eilers and Nelson Eddy, for settling the problems of Lily and Tommy so successfully. In just a moment, the chase in Sanborn Hour will continue with Nelson Eddy, Sally Eilers, Edgar Bergen, Charlie McCarthy, Dorothy Lamour, and Robert Armbruster.
WEAF, New York.
This is Rudy Valley leading off the second stanza of the chase in Sanborn Hour with a song that I brought back from England a while ago, and I was lucky enough to occupy a front row seat at the coronation. It's been played some, but I trust that you won't mind hearing it again. Harbor Lights. I saw the harbor lights. They only told me we were parting. The same old harbor lights that once brought you to me. I watched the harbor lights. How could I help if tears were starting? Goodbye to tender nights beside the silvery sea. I long to hold you near and kiss you just once more. But you were on the ship and I was on the shore. Now I know lonely nights, for all the while my heart is whispering. Some other harbor lights will steal your love from me. One of the brightest tunes of the year first came to your attention in the new musical picture Varsity Show. Making it a sort of fraternity business, three old alumni, Dorothy, Charlie, and I get together for class day and a little fun with We're Working Our Way Through College. We're working our way through college to get a lot of knowledge that we'll probably never ever use again. It helps a lot to know you've got a nice diploma, but will it pay the mortgage on the home sweet home? We're getting an education to run a filling station, for they never take anyone but college men. Oh, you've got to know your Cicero, your Hannibal and Caesar.
Turn the crank and fill the tank and say how many, please, sir.
And mathematics is the thing we've got to know. Working our way through college on the old man's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. The guy who is a perfect whiz in engineering science
We'll get a lot of prizes, but he won't have any clients.
and the guy who writes a composition will never write a check. We feel the noose around our neck. We know we're licked.
But what the heck? We're working our way through college to get a lot of knowledge that will
we'll probably never ever use again.
Use again.
It's well to tell what parallel and parallax is, but after graduation, will it pay the taxes? The study of economics will never fill our stomachs if we finally have to be insurance men.
Insurance men.
It's a cinch to cram for each exam and make yourself a scholar, but when you go in business, can you make yourself $1? Hooray for history and Greek and algebra. We're working our way through college with the rah, 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 rah.
Rah, rah, rah.
It's true, I wore Amici down. He needed a vacation. And I sent Bill Fields to Paramount to hide out on location. Sometime next week, I hear it said they're coming back to town. And though they both keep ganging around, we'll clip 'em and we'll mow 'em down. Forward, men, forward.
Working our way through college to get a lot of knowledge that we probably never ever use again. And do we study, do we toil?
Don't you think it?
And do we burn the midnight oil?
No, we drink it. The fellows who lead their classes are sure to join the masses. And the dopey guys will all be millionaires.
Yes, the Sigma Chi may write you high and ask you to their rushes.
But no one's going to ask you when you're selling fuller brushes. Oh.
Hooray for history and economics. We're working our way through college with the bula, bula, bula.
Don't break, rock.
Honest? I'm just too good, that's all. Rhodey, Rhodey of the valley. Rhodey, Rhodey, we're so pally. You're the sweetest flower of the lot. Be my rodeo, be my rodeo, and I'll be your flower pot.
A lovely song, Charlie. Does it mean that you're glad we're back together again?
Oh, yes, indeed, Mr. Valley. Frightfully pleased to have you in Hollywood.
Yes, and I'm more than glad to be here, too, especially when I receive such a warm greeting from an old friend.
I trust your sojourn has been a pleasant one so far.
Hollywood has always been one of my favorite places. The people are so cordial.
Oh, so very cordial.
The weather is so pleasant.
Oh, definitely, of course. We do have a bit of dew.
Do you?
We do.
Do tell.
This is just too dewy, isn't it? Why, yesterday it was so dewy I drove to the studio in a motorboat.
That's remarkable.
And we have an occasional bit of mist, you know.
Mist?
Yes, yes. Sometimes one stumbles over palm trees that have been uprooted by the mist.
That's very remarkable.
Yes, not to mention a spot of fog, you know.
A spot of fog?
Yes, at night I put a diver's helmet on instead of pajamas.
I suppose it rains once in a while, too.
Oh, come now, that's putting it on a bit thick, isn't it, old man?
Doesn't it rain here at all?
Well, around February it does get a bit juicy.
Now, look, just a minute, Charlie. The last time I saw you, you didn't have that English accent. Where did you get it?
Well, you know, I'm in pictures now. We have to watch our diction.
But I still want to know where you acquired such a fine English accent.
Well, you see, I'm very clubby with Sam Goldwyn.
That explains it perfectly.
Righto.
Does Mr. Goldwyn like your work in the theater?
Oh, does he? He said I was walking away with a picture.
That's splendid, Charlie.
Yes, except for one little thing.
What's that?
He told two chorus girls the same thing.
You know, I expect to make a picture while I'm here. It's tiring work, isn't it?
Oh, very tiring, very tiring. Have you ever done a Technicolor picture?
Technicolor picture? No, I haven't.
Oh, it's very tiring. You get tired in 4 colors.
I suppose there have been lots of improvements in pictures since I was last here.
Oh, vast improvements, Mr. Valley.
Well, for instance?
Well, I'm here.
Anything else?
Well, some minor points. Sound is better. The lighting is better. Stories are better. And by the way, how is your acting, Mr. Val?
Well, now, really.
Don't worry, Mr. Valley. I was talking to a friend of mine who saw you in your last picture. And he said during that scene, you know, where you lost the girl, you know, he actually cried. And he knows pictures, too.
What's his name?
Mr. Mitchell.
Mr. Mitchell? Why, he was my director.
Yeah, wow. Bergen, every time you open my mouth, you put my foot in it.
Oh, forget it, Charlie, forget it. How is Bergen doing in your picture?
Well, let's not talk about him. Bergen's not a part of Hollywood. You know, the real Hollywood.
You think I could ever be a part of the real Hollywood?
Oh, you can if you follow a few tips from me.
I'd be very glad to, Charlie.
All right. Now, about clothes. Did you bring any with you?
Well, yes, I brought several suits.
Uh-huh. Well, in Hollywood, you know, the real Hollywood, we never wear suits. We wear green polo shirts and suede shoes and purple corduroy pants and a red beret. Of course, that's for informal wear.
And for formal wear?
We take the beret off. Now, about places to live. Do you have one?
Well, I'm looking for a house.
In Hollywood, in the real Hollywood, we look for a swimming pool and a house is incidentals.
I really appreciate all those pointers, Charlie.
Yes, of course. You must have a ranch, too, you know.
How large a ranch do you have?
Oh, almost half an acre.
Is it a dude ranch?
Well, it's a little small for that. It's more of a subdued ranch.
How many horses have you?
One dog.
How many cows?
One dog.
I suppose you have sheep.
Very fine dog he is, too, I might.
What kind of a dog is it, Charlie?
Well, we sold him.
Oh, that's too bad.
He really wasn't our dog to begin with. He belonged to a man on the next ranch.
Well, how many horses does your neighbor have?
Two small dogs.
Say, what is this ranch business?
Well, I think it's going to the dogs.
You know, you make the real Hollywood sound like a very odd place.
Odd is goofy. It's in a nice way, of course. Everybody out here wants to be something else.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Well, for instance, Nelson Eddy. He's a great singer, isn't he?
Undoubtedly.
Mm-hmm. And you never guess what he really wants to be.
What is it?
I'll let him tell you. Oh, Nelson.
Yes, Charlie?
What would you rather be than a singer?
Now, that's a strange sort of question. What do you mean?
You know, why are you always hanging around the orchestra?
Charlie, this is uncanny.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you known?
Come clean out. You want to be a trap drummer, don't you?
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
So help me, it's true.
Mm.
I can't stand up under McCarthy's third degree. It's true.
There you are, Mr. Valley.
This is amazing, Charlie. Now, there are other similar cases?
Hundreds of them. Take Robert Armbruster. He's a musician, but he wants to be a violinist.
But a violinist is a musician.
You've never heard Armbruster play a violin. He has to mark his fiddle with red chalk so he knows where to put the fingers.
Incredible, Charlie. You know, you've really opened my eyes.
Not at all. Now take Dottie L'Amour.
Does Miss L'Amour want to do something other than be a singer?
Well, more or less, yeah. Oh, Dottie.
Yes, Charlie?
Tell Mr. Valley what you really like to be.
Well, that's easy.
Mm.
I've always wanted to be a coloratura soprano.
Apparently everyone in this company has some secret ambition.
And for final take you.
What about me?
Well, you're an orchestra leader, aren't you?
Some people say I am.
Well, we'll say you are. But you know doggone well, you know you'd rather play a saxophone now, wouldn't you?
Charlie, you've hit me in a vital spot. I'm afraid I'm still fond of the sax.
Mm-hmm. You try and try, but sax rears its ugly head.
Don't you think we ought to get together with our secret ambitions?
Now, we'll do that. We'll do it right now. Dottie, you and Mr. Eddy and Mr. Armbruster can get together and we'll make a swell quartet.
That's a great idea, Charlie. Now, have you a name for the quartet?
Sure, we'll call it the Chase and Sanborn Dated Quartet.
A fine name. Maybe we can play again tomorrow night when I open at the Coconut Grove. I'll have a ringside table for you.
Well, we'll be there. But we can't play. We don't want to lose our amateur standings.
All right now, Charlie, you give us a nice build-up.
I'll do that. All right, we present for the first and undoubtedly the last time the Chase and Sanborn Dated Quartet, featuring Dottie L'Amour, the coloratura canary, and Nelson Eddy, the demon of the drum, Robert Armbruster, the world's worst violinist, and Rudy Valley, slightly sensational saxophonist. Whatever you may think, the number is Sweet Sue, no matter how sour it comes out.
Returning from our excursion into the impromptu, we pause for more serious business, for information that will be valuable to you next time you buy coffee.
Everyone knows that stale coffee has a poor flavor. It becomes bitter and rancid tasting. But that's not all. Stale coffee is actually bad for you. It may set your nerves on edge, make you jumpy and irritable. It may upset your digestion and give you headaches. So avoid stale coffee. Get Chase and Sanborn dated coffee, the blend you know is fresh. It's delivered freshly roasted to grocers everywhere, rushed to them like fresh milk by the great fleet of 3,500 fast trucks that deliver Fleischmann's fresh yeast every day. And please remember, every pound of Chase and Sanborn dated coffee is clearly marked with the delivery date. Your guarantee that it is freshly roasted, never stale, that it's free from the rancid taste and dangerous effects of stale coffee. What's more, with freshness assured by our dating and rapid delivery system, high-priced containers are needless. So Chase and Sanborn dated coffee is packed in an economical dated paper bag. And the saving is used to give you finer quality at a lower price. A blend of the world's choice coffees with all their rich, full-bodied flavor. Try this finer, fresher blend. Buy a pound of Chase and Sanborn dated coffee from your grocer tomorrow.
One of the lastiest, most swashbuckling narratives ever written for baritones was in the musical picture, The Rogue Song. Nelson Eddy sings it for us. The Song of the Shirt.
Fat dogs may feast their will, fat dogs may live to swill, lean dogs will get their fill, so say I. Rich men may tell their worth, poor men command the earth. Laugh, beggars, laugh when the rich ride high. There was a king with everything, yet poor indeed. Boundless in wealth, but wretched in health, in despair, in need. Till doctors wise conceived a plan. Let him wear the shirt of a happy man, and the king will be well, they cried. Far and wide, the countryside, 1,000,000 men they tried. Ah, but here was the artful, scurry trick. Each had a grouch, a grudge, or a kick. So back they came with no good word. Then suddenly they heard. Was a beggar in rags who laughed with glee. Why do you laugh? Asked the courtiers three. I laugh because I'm happy, said he. And they halted in their track. Sell us your shirt, they loudly cried. Sell us your shirt, but he replied, I would if I could, but I can't. I haven't a shirt to my back. Fat dogs may feast their will, fat dogs may live to swill, lean dogs will get their fill, so say I. Rich men may tell their worth, poor men command the earth. Laugh, beggars, laugh when the rich ride by.
Few but professional music lovers are aware that one of the world's most famous melodies was first heard in an obscure early 18th century opera called Xerxes. Today, this aria, whose beauty and grace custom could not stale and time could not dim, is loved the world over. Nelson Eddy singing the melody, which is now known simply as Handel's Largo.
Del mio Platono amato, per voi risplende il fato. Buoni lampi e procelle, non voltraggino mai la cara pace, ne giunga a profanarvi vostro rapace.
On Thursday next, I'm looking forward to greeting Edgar Bergen and Charlie as they visit their old home grounds, the Royal Gelatin Hour. And next Sunday, I will be listening with you while the Chase and Sanborn Company celebrates the return of my favorite dramatic actor and voice, Don Amici. Miss Miriam Hopkins will be the special guest of the evening. Let me say thanks to everyone for a delightful time. This is Rudy Valley saying good night.
This is Carlton Cannell speaking for Chase and Sanborn. This is the Red Network of the National Broadcasting Company.